Hello, I hope you and your family are having a wonderful holiday season. Now, as we end another year, I'd like to take this time and opportunity to reflect on the city's accomplishments in 2022. To date, the Wilkes-Barre City Police Department has addressed 44,777 calls of service, with 3,936 case reports and 4,227 events. The department had 1,472 criminal arrests and arrested 508 wanted subjects. The department served 719 summary arrest warrants, and the department handled 365 reportable accidents and 682 non-reportable accidents. Wilkes-Barre City Police Department issued 803 non-traffic summary arrests and 2,930 traffic summary arrests. The anti-crime unit made 34 felony drug trafficking arrests, 22 high-risk warrant arrests. 5 fugitives wanted out of state for homicide were arrested. The Wilkes-Barre City Police Department seized 53 illegal firearms, $110,000 in illegal drug proceeds, 2,000 doses of counterfeit prescription medication, and quantities of fentanyl, cocaine, and meth. A new firing range training facility to assist the police department with providing quality firearms and self-defense training, which adds to the continued commitment to departmental training. The Wilkes-Barre City Police Department has continued to support community policing efforts by attending numerous community functions throughout the year. The Wilkes-Barre City Fire Department made $265,000 worth of equipment upgrades, including a 4-wheel drive Polaris Ranger emergency response all-terrain vehicle, an EMS Striker power load cot and lift system, turnout gear, and miscellaneous fire equipment. The most significant accomplishment was the announcement that the City of Wilkes-Barre remains rated as a Class 2 in the Public Protection Classification Program. Of 2,252 fire departments in Pennsylvania, only 9 have a number 2 classification through the Public Protection Classification Program. VERISC evaluates municipal fire protection efforts in communities throughout the United States. Now, a community's investment in fire mitigation is a proven and reliable predictor of future fire losses. So, insurance companies can use PPC information to help establish fair premiums for fire insurance, generally offering a lower premium in communities with better fire protection. Many communities use the PPC as a benchmark for measuring the effectiveness of their fire protection services. Now, the PPC program is also a tool that helps communities plan for, budget, and justify improvements. The improvements and dedication of the Wilkes-Barre City Fire Department, emergency communications, and the resilience and continued investment of the PA American Water System infrastructure have all contributed to the City of Wilkes-Barre's ratings. The Wilkes-Barre City Health Department administered 1,500 COVID-19 vaccines throughout the community. The Health Department was awarded a Certificate of Appreciation from the Wilkes-Barre NAACP for their efforts in vaccinating residents of the Wilkes-Barre Housing Authority apartments. The Wilkes-Barre Walkitecture Tour app and corresponding guide received a Community Initiative Award for 2021 from the Pennsylvania State Historic Preservation Office. Through our grants department, the city was able to acquire funding for improvements to the downtown streetscape and public square. The final phase of the public square downtown streetscape improvements project was designed and bid out for construction this year. The project will cover public square from North Main Street to West Market Street and then continue along West Market Street until River Street. New concrete sidewalks, curbs, sidewalk connections, crosswalks, and pedestrian signage will be installed. Also, ADA accessibility improvements such as curb cuts and sidewalk detectable warning surfaces for the new ADA ramps will be replaced. In addition, new benches, bicycle racks, pedestrian kiosks, and garbage receptacles will be installed along with trees planted to improve the overall quality of Public Square. The construction phase of the project will begin in the spring of 2023. Now it's anticipated to take 4 to 6 months to complete, depending on the weather. The project will be funded with an $800,000 multimodal transportation fund grant through the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Also, the City of Wilkes Barre has begun construction on the Public Square stage project. This improvement will add a new permanent stage to Public Square for the various events that are held throughout the year, including the Farmers Market, which brings food, crafts, and music to our downtown each summer and fall. Also, Fine Arts Fiesta, a week-long festival on Public Square, brings live performances and art exhibits to our residents and our visitors. Public Square is the central point of the city's parades, as well as numerous block parties, holiday celebrations, and other community events. Now, some features of the new stage will include a roof, wooden screen backdrop panels, integrated accent lighting, and new pavers for the stage area. The project will resume construction in spring of 2023. It's anticipated to take 3 to 4 months to complete. The Public Square stage project is being funded by a grant through the Commonwealth Financing Authority and the American Rescue Plan. The focus of the operations department this year was on safety, accessibility, and upgraded equipment. A $1.9 million project at City Hall resulted in the installation of a new elevator and stairwell, as well as parking lot and lighting upgrades. The elevator will be ready for use very soon. There has also been $800,000 in equipment upgrades at the Department of Public Works. In 2022, over $2 million in infrastructure wall repairs were made at Laurel Run Creek. Additionally, the $2 million intermodal upgrade project began in 2022 and will be completed in the spring of 2023. In 2022, the Office of Community and Economic Development assisted with the emergency demolitions of properties located at 2022 Sullivan Street, 523 Hazel Street, 284 Blackman Street, 4244 Monroe Street, and 120 Custer Street, totaling $73,090 from the general fund. OCED managed the American Rescue Plan sewer upgrades, street paving, and ADA accessibility, and milling and paving, totaling over $4.1 million, were made to the following streets: Scott Street from Pennsylvania Avenue to Wilkes-Barre Boulevard, West Sydney Street from North Washington Street to Coon Street, Laird Street from Scott Street to the 2nd Street, and we partnered and were reimbursed by Plains Township on Laird Street. Colville Street from Schooler to Andover, Andover from Colville to the end, Vine from Division to the end, Cherry from Division to Schooler, Strauss from Schooler to the bridge, and Schooler Street, Gordon Ave, Willow Street to Barney Streets, Empire Street, New Market Street to East Northampton Street, Elm Street, North Franklin Street to North Washington Street, Wilkes-Barre Boulevard, East Market Street to Hazel Street, and Academy Street, Cary Avenue to Old River Road, Irving Place, Riverside Drive to New Mallory Place, Orchard Street, Susquehanna Street to Dolphin Lane, West River Street, Academy Street to West Ross Street, Conyngham Ave, Penn Ave to Scott Street, Austin Ave, Railroad Tracks to Scott Street. Now, the Community Development Block Grant funds totaling $182,000 provided for community service organizations and programs, including community policing, YMCA, Osterhout Free Library, and Library South, Catholic Social Services, the Men's Shelter, the Wyoming Valley Children's Association, Roots Place, and the Domestic Violence Service Center. Now, additionally, $408,635 in home ARP funding was awarded for the Domestic Violence Service Center's shelter expansion project. In 2022, CDBG Homeowner Emergency Rehab Funds assisted 16 residential households, totaling over $92,000 in funding. Now, through the COVID Emergency Utility Assistance Program, 16 residential households, totaling over $28,350, was paid in funding. In March 2021, when the federal government announced American Rescue Plan funding allocation to the city of Wilkes-Barre, the Brown administration created a 9-point plan to implement citywide improvements and citizens' economic relief programs. Since then, the initiatives have been successfully administered. Council was asked and approved for an amendment to an ordinance to reduce garbage bag fees from $13 to $10 for large 5-bag packs and from $9.50 to $6.25 for small 5-bag packs. Also, Council was asked and approved an amendment to an ordinance to reduce parking meter rates from $2 per hour to $1 per hour. A household stimulus fund was established for cash payments to households that had been adversely affected by the pandemic. The program was administered through the Commission on Economic Opportunity. CEO distributed $300 stimulus checks to 8,460 financially qualifying Wilkes-Barre city households. An owner-occupied home improvement monetary fund was also established to assist city homeowners to improve affordable housing. The program was administered by the city and awarded 225 households with funding totaling $1,673,166. Additional funding of $219,000 is committed to 30 additional households. So in total, the program will award 255 households with $1,892,166 in American Rescue Plan funding. A home purchase fund was established for owner-occupied real estate purchases to provide closing cost assistance to assist city residents in improving and expanding housing opportunities. The program was administered by the city and provided 44 households with funding totaling $1,665,666, but also one additional commitment has been made of $7,500. The fund was established to assist nonprofit agencies in providing essential services to city residents affected adversely by the pandemic. Now, this fund was administered by the United Way of Wyoming Valley and provided 24 nonprofit agencies located in Wilkes-Barre City with a total of $990,000 in funding. The Spark Business Grant Program was established as a new business development program administered by the Greater Wyoming Valley Chamber of Commerce. The program provided 40 new businesses or established businesses relocating to the city of Wilkes-Barre with a total of over $400,000 in funding. In October of 2022, the Wilkes-Barre Special Needs Playground was opened in Kirby Park. Now, the playground was funded by over $500,000 in private donations. Phase 1 of the ADA walkway upgrades to enhance the special needs playground were completed and utilized CDBG funds totaling over $188,000. The ice skating rink opened on Public Square in February of 2022 and was double in size by its reopening in November 2022. Each year, the rink will be open November through March. Ice skating rink will be open to the public during normal park hours of dawn to dusk. Skaters are welcome to wear their own skates. Ice skaters under the age of 18 must be accompanied by an adult 18 years or older. Now, the city purchased 100 skates and will provide free ice skates for use in exchange for state-issued driver's licenses or identification cards, which will be returned upon skate return. On Friday evenings from 5 to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday afternoons from 2 to 4 p.m., weather dependent and excluding holiday weekends. Now, so much was accomplished in 2022, and in the month of December alone, we announced a new marketing campaign to highlight the attractions and opportunities in the city. We hosted Santa on the Square, collected toys for the LCTA's Toys for Tots, and swore in 7 new Wilkes-Barre Police Department officers. Presented the Times Leader Media Group with a proclamation and a key to the city for their 115th anniversary, and swore in leadership for the NAACP Branch 2306. I'm happy to share images of these events with you. In conclusion, I'd like to share with you a video that the city commissioned to showcase the city of Wilkes-Barre. It also highlights a marketing logo created by the economic development leaders, including Robert Tamburo of TFP Limited, Jerry O'Donnell of GTO Consulting, Larry Newman of the Diamond City Partnership, John Bartarillo of MLB Advertising, the Greater Wyoming Valley Chamber of Commerce, and the city of Wilkes-Barre. These partners work together to develop the logo and further marketing plans to better promote the city of Wilkes-Barre. The logo was designed by MLB Advertising in 2016. Now, recently, a website was developed to explore the many attractions and the key organizations in our city. The website is www.welcometowilkesbarre.com. The logo, video, and website focus on the city's heritage and opportunities for innovation, recreation, and education. The next steps will be to broadcast the video and therefore the logo and website on social media, TV, and streaming services. Before concluding with this video, I'd like to wish you and your family a healthy and happy New Year.
The first step is showing up. You're here. Now what? Now we get to work. Opportunities here. It's in our schools. It's in our offices. It's in our community. Nearly 50,000 people call the city of Wilkes-Barre home. That's 50,000 seats at the table. 50,000 unique voices contributing to the conversation. And there's room to grow. Room for culture. Room for business. Room for education. Room for families. Room for adventure. Room for you. We know what you're capable of, and you can achieve it in the city of Wilkes-Barre.